Good afternoon, graduates, alumni, staff, and guests. My name is Dejon Hart. Today I'm graduating from class 173. I have the honor of introducing our alumni speaker, Joseph Talbert III. Mr. Talbert, a DC native and graduate of class 116, has transformed his life from early adversity into a successful career in hospitality. After facing incarceration at age 17 and subsequent legal challenges, he had made firm commitment to rehabilitation during his time in prison. In 2015, while at Hope Village, he was encouraged to enroll in DC Central Kitchen Culinary Job Training Program. After graduating, he joined the organization's staff, contributing to its catering and school food operations. His dedication and work ethic caught the attention of Hilton volunteers, leading to a job offer as a banquet houseman. Over the past 9 years, Talbert has risen through the ranks to becoming a conventional setup manager at Hilton, exemplifying resilience, growth, and leadership in his field. Please join me in welcoming our alumni speaker, Joseph Talbert III.
First and foremost, I want to thank God. I really want to thank God for this opportunity and to go through go through what we go through in life and still be here standing today. I think we all need to be thanking God. I also want to thank DC Central Kitchen. I want to thank, if there are any donors in the house, I really want to thank you for donating to this program. I wish that we continue this type of partnership and transforming the lives of those of us who need it most. I also want to thank Hilton Worldwide. I gotta thank my Hilton family for giving me the opportunity and the chance to provide for my family, to be productive in society and continue to grow. A little bit about myself. I'm a native Washingtonian. I grew up here, 3rd Street Southeast. 3rd Street Southeast. Right? My mom was a correctional officer all my life. Lawton, DC Jail, 1901 D Street. My mom has passed away since, but nevertheless, I'm one of you. I'm not somebody that was fed with a silver spoon. I'm not somebody that went to college, had this type of family, that can have anything I want. I'm right there with you. My dad worked at Discount Mall. I don't know how many people remember Discount Mall. That was a long time ago. Okay, they remember Discount Mall. So my dad worked at Discount Mall on Alabama Avenue, where it used to be the Sears across the street. That man, and he's worked there all my life. Hard working man. And when you go into Discount Mall, that man that was to the right, where they sold all the weave, all the hair weave, and $10, that was my dad all my life. He too has since passed along. So, but nevertheless, I want to share my story with you, especially the graduates, because I need you to understand something, that if you want it, you can get it. The opportunity is here for you if you want it. So at the age of 17, I'll start there. At the age of 17, I was in the streets. I was running the streets, doing things that we do at a young age in the streets. And so I committed an offense, and I was sentenced to 20 years. Right? I had to pay my debt to society from what I'd done. So I paid my debt to society. I came home 2005, and I looked for employment. I searched, and because I had the felony on my back, right? Because any job I applied for said felon on there, I just couldn't get a shot. And this was back in 2005. It ain't like it is today. So back in 2005, if you had that felony on your back, man, it was like a curse. I did get hired, but I was paid minimum wage, and I was doing auto mechanic work. So there were people beside me doing the same work that I was doing, was getting $25, $30 an hour, and I was getting at that time $9 an hour. I couldn't provide for my family with that. So subsequently, and I make no excuses for my behavior. I'm a straight shooter. I don't make any excuses. So I went back to the streets. And when I went back to the streets this time, the FBI came and got me, right? Because I didn't shoot nobody or anything like that, but I was pushing that work. And so I was arrested and sent to federal prison where I had to, again, pay my debt. So upon being released back to the community, I was sent to Hope Village. Anybody remember Hope Village? Oh man, I wish we still had Hope Village. I was sent to Hope Village. And while I was in Hope Village, my case manager looked and saw that I worked in the kitchen in prison, right? And she said, well, you know what? I got the perfect program for you. You going to DC Central Kitchen. So I'm telling you, as I was sitting there, of course I want to pass. I want to get out of Hope Village. I want to get out of here. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, DC Central Kitchen? Man, I'm not trying to go work in no more kitchens. I'm not with that. I've been working in kitchens my whole incarceration. But she told me firmly, she said, no, it's not an option. You're going to DC Central Kitchen. And so I went to DC Central Kitchen, I applied, and I gotta be honest with you, I didn't think they was gonna accept me in the program because of my past history. I thought they was gonna say, no, you did this, you did that, we can't have you in our program. But nevertheless, they accepted me into the program, and I went through the same thing you're going through, except when we was in 2nd Street. We was in a sweat box, right? And so I went through the program, and I always knew sitting in that seat right there, I did not know what I was going to do next, but I knew one thing for sure, two things were certain. I did not want to go back to prison. Yes. I knew that for a fact. I was sitting right there in that seat, and I was just like, man, what's next? They say DC Central Kitchen say this, they say they got job opportunities, they say they got that, and I just sat there and I didn't know what I was going to do. But as a result of my charges, it was hard for me to get a job when I left DC Central, when I graduated. So DC Central Kitchen created a position for me. Till this day, I know that position was not available, but they created a position for me to work with the school lunches. And I'm so thankful for that as well. And while I was there working, some volunteers came from Hilton. In fact, the Washington Hilton, the Hinckley Hilton. If anybody know about when President Reagan got shot, it was the Hinckley Hilton. And so I'm sitting there, and when it was time for them to leave, the human resources director, or assistant director, said to me, hey, I want you to apply with us. And I'm like, what? I'm saying to myself, like, apply with them, knowing my record. And I'm used to being turned down, so I was like, man, I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm not trying to do that. And so I went home, I talked to my family, and my family was like, hey, listen, you don't know until you try. You need to apply and let them tell you no. And so I went through the process, scared as hell. I applied, I put everything on there, I was honest, 100% honest. I answered all the questions, and to my surprise, they gave me a call back. They called me back and say, hey, we need you to come in on the interview. I was working with DC Central Kitchen. So I told my supervisor, man, hey man, Monday I got to go on this interview. I need to make space for the next graduate coming in. I don't need to sit in here and be here 15, 20 years, nothing against that, but if I can leave and make space for someone else, I need to go out. I need to leave. And so, needless to say, they hired me in 2016 as a banquet houseman. Listen to me. You may not be a chef. You may not be a cook. The object is to get employed and find a career. Because I had no idea what a banquet houseman was. I thought it was like some kind of party stuff or something. I was like, what's going on? Needless to say, I had zero experience at setting up meeting spaces and convention spaces. And so I went there, I learned, I was always on time. Every time they asked me to do something, we're taught to say what? Yes, chef. I wasn't under a chef, but it was yes, sir. I got you. And as a result of that, there came a time where HR director came to me and said, Joseph, you're a rock star around here. They just opened up the management development program, and I think you'll be a great candidate. Woo! Right? And I'm like, again. I appreciate that. And again, I'm afraid of my past because I have to apply for this position, right? But God said, hey, apply. I got it from them. So I applied. They accept me into the management development program, which is a very prestigious program with Hilton. I mean, it's big. I go into the program. I finished the program. They love me. I don't blame them. And I was offered a position at our flagship hotel, which is right next door to our corporate headquarters. So our CEO, Chris DeSeva, comes in there shirt off. I mean, not shirt off, but no tie or anything like that. And I was able to become an event manager there. I was an event manager at our flagship property for almost 2 years. So I left the Washington Hilton. I went to McLean, Virginia, and I worked there for almost 2 years. Moving forward, a position came open in my old department at the Washington Hilton. So here I am, I was a banquet houseman, and then a management position came open in the same department. Again, I applied for it. So do we see the common denominator? Mm-hmm. You got to apply yourself. You got to keep moving forward. You don't stop where you are. You may start here, but you keep pushing. And so I applied for it, and they gave me the position. And so now I stand here before you, a manager of 36 team members.
Come on, all right.
I had absolutely no idea that I would find myself in this position.
That's right.
Last week, the assistant director had a conversation with me. He's about to be promoted to director. And so his conversation was, you got next.
Oh, wow.
I want you to be my assistant director.
All right.
And so I'm sitting here, I'm like, wow, I'm doing payroll, I'm doing scheduling, I'm doing disciplinary issues. But look where I come from. Some of you sitting in that seat right now come from the same place I come from.
Right.
Some of us went through prison. Some of us was told we wasn't gonna be nothing in life. Some of us struggled. Some of us still go through these type of things. Oh, you're a felon. You this, you're that. Don't ever give up on yourself. Keep pushing. One thing I want to say before I leave here. When you come to my hotel, the Washington Hilton, I can guarantee you they're going to tell me, Joseph, we have someone here from DC Central Kitchen. Because I promote DC Central Kitchen. I've never been a part of an organization that does exactly what they say they're going to do. Right. Even while I was working at Hilton, I still had to lean back. I remember a time I ain't had no pots and pans. I called them because I'm gonna call your bluff. You say you're gonna be there for me when I need you. You say, hey, we got you. I'm gonna call your bluff. I done came and got vegetable bags. I'm not making this up. Call their bluff. If they say they're gonna do something, hold them to it. I can almost guarantee you that they're going to do exactly what they told you they were going to do. But you two have an obligation. Follow them. Listen to them. Don't come in there with no attitudes because you ain't feeling good, your bus was late, your shoes got ran on.
Tell him.
Nobody needs that. They here to help you. I stand by DC Central Kitchen 1,000%.
Woo!
If you get nothing else from what I said today, I want you to take full advantage of every opportunity that you have. I thank you all very much.